Welcome back everyone to Let's Play Strategic Command World War I and our play-by-email multiplayer series with Agrippa Maxenius. This is episode number 13. Let's see what the replay has in store for us, and I feel like we might be getting towards the end. Our big offensive, I think it was paying some dividends. We are seeing the Germans react. I'll have to be a little bit quiet. I'll try to make sure the balance is fine. God knows I double-checked, triple-checked even. Okay, 3, 2. Triple-checked the recording settings. 1, 1. 2, 0. Yikes. We did retreat at least. Okay, they are transporting more people in. Oh, there's their submarine. Oh, we got one. So that was a 0-1. There's their battleship, probably checking us out, making sure that we have no Russians in the area, which we don't. Okay, they moved that guy back. Defensive artillery, here we go against their Marines. Okay, that ended up going 0-2 in our favor. Ah, and they did move past us there. Bold move. Okay, this was a 3-2. That was against a detachment, so not the worst. And that went 1-2. Sorry, 2-1, which is again still fine against a detachment. Ah, the German submarines have made it down. And both of those, that was very lucky. Okay, it's the west coast. Ah, the interceptors have intercepted the blimp, and it took a hit. Fantastic. Here comes their artillery. And now 1-3. Fantastic. 4-2, which is not good, but actually not that bad. Considering, okay, 3-2. Still not that bad considering this is cavalry. We don't expect it to hold that well. And that's it. The replay is finished. Wow. Okay. So, workers in Austria-Hungary strike for better conditions. Poor Austria-Hungary. Detachment, okay, so Turkish one's cut off, I think. Germany lost 13 because we intercepted their convoys. Blockade. And then the German agent is arrested for the bombing and shooting in the United States Capitol building. So it's all going our way. And we have submarine, another set of interceptors, the Colonial Corps for the French, and the Russians get some interceptors and another dreadnought. Okay, that's really good. Let's just quickly take stock of the situation. Amazingly, did we lose any units? We didn't. We had one that stuck on 1. Boy, we're lucky. This is particularly lucky, this area down here. And we are going to be able to move forward and take that port. Let me make sure I'm right-clicking to not move. Oh, they didn't move out. That's a little bit weird. So we probably have an opportunity to do some real damage to this Austro-Hungarian unit, especially because he's not defending against this side. He should have shifted his fortification over, but he didn't. So we'll make him pay the price. This German unit is just in very, very bad shape. 1-3, we will take that any day of the week and twice on Sunday, as the expression goes. So our detachment, it did a good enough job. It actually did a good enough job. It got in there. It, forced the result that I wanted, which was just that they attack it and take, losses that are somewhat in our favor, because the Serbians are actually right now doing a really good job in terms of accruing enough military points to be able to reinforce their army just fine. This is a little bit more difficult. So this is, I think, the submarine we were chasing for a while. Maybe. There's no port it would be able to go to except for these, I think. But it probably went past us and then got reinforced, so we'll have to watch out for that. I may even need to... I can't really deploy through the Ottoman forces. Okay, this is the... I think he was just going for it. trying to take Ardahan. So he did not take Basra. It looks like he's going for Kuwait. We will be able to attack him. I mean, this is obviously what we're going to do. I'm just going to do it right now. 1, 3. Okay, we do have enough movement points to get in there. We'll rotate them. And then 0, 2. Okay, when 0, 3. He looks like he'll be in shape to attack this. And oh my goodness. We are lucky. We did it. Send these partisans back from whence they came. Alright, now we are in good shape. In fact, really good shape. And I think we'll aggressively pursue. This garrison is going to park itself on Fez in the end. Although we don't need to do that quite yet. But on the other hand, we don't want them running off into the hills. Supply 5. It's not much to go off of. I don't know. I'll think about what to do here. So the big event, of course, I mean, the real cliffhanger I left us on is how do these guys... Yeah, they are just damn slow. So we definitely have to watch out for that. We have to make sure that we are properly looking for the enemy. I think that all the enemy submarines that we could ever possibly wish for are in this area. The British with their 238, I can tell you I'm just going to do this immediately. We want some destroyers with the capability of doing damage. So 0 supply, 2 supply, 5 supply. Let's focus on eliminating the 0 supply first. I mean, I guess I can just do this without doing anything. Okay, 0, 2, 1, 0, 1. We'll leave him there for the moment. 2, 0, another 0, 2, 1, 0, 1. Let's try this. I think I'm going to move this destroyer out, though. I actually do want this destroyer to heal. So let's do an attack on the 0-1 then. He dove. He's still got the hit in. There's really not that many places he can go. So we'll move this guy forward. He needs to get reinforced with the better aircraft. Let's move him one more this way. And move this guy in. 0-2, that's what I'm looking for. 0-3. Making amends for the previous ones which weren't going quite as well. So this, after his attack, we want to put him right back on the blockade, so I guess if he can get to that one, we pretty much want them to get to the farthest one they can. Let's just see what happens if we move this guy down here. Yeah, so even light cruisers are not very useful. And I guess the only thing they can do is probably wear out the supply. So this one's at supply of 5. In fact, what we want to do is... there he went. Okay, this guy is supply of 2. He dove again. We don't know where he went. Alright, let's try to finish this one off. Got him. Okay, so that was the good news. That was the good stuff right there. We still... This one I want to get back. Yeah, now notice he's not taking zone of control punishment. So we'll get him over to a friendly port. He should be a pretty high priority. There's lots of berths open, actually. Let's move him that way. Which means I didn't scout for the other one. I can do that with this guy even. Or maybe this guy. He has supply of... Let's get him back to port just to resupply. So before we do that, let's just... Yep, look for the enemy. Okay, he's going to take a while to get back to a port now, but... Again, we want to kind of layer our guys out there so that we have the ability to... 7 supply. This guy's not in great shape. Let's do this attack first. Okay, so that lowered him down to 4 supply. You have a strike left. Let's just pull this unit back 1. Ideally, I would go after this one with the supply of 2. And really low morale, so let's just do that. Oh my god. Ah. Alright, we still have a unit who can attack him. Another 0-0. It said 0-1, you jerks. I mean, the good news is we'll probably be able to pick it. Make sure that nobody can get by. So that's the good news. But the bad news is we didn't do the damage I was really, really, really hoping to do. Let's get this... we can get this 10 over here. I think I'll do that. So I don't know who's going to be manning the blockade at this point. Get this battleship. And we'll just get this guy up here. Get this battleship as far away as possible. So the distant blockade is going to have a few members at least. Take a look. We got 2 there. And we're going to probably be left with only 1 here. Unless, did we get a new ship? We did. And we could put this thing anywhere, but let's put him right here to increase the blockade. Oops. We'll do the other ones later. That was just the important thing to get started with. And now everyone here has done their moves. You have not. It's a little bit risky, even in my opinion, to do the attacks against... I wonder if we can take damage. Okay, he dove. Oh, we actually did damage. Even better. And where the heck would he have gone? You have a strike left, so let's have you determine. Okay, let's go for it. Alright. Get you back. These guys can all make it back, which is nice. Yeah, we got plenty of people who can make it back. So we will have the line completely held in again. I think we'll take this 6 here. Yeah, take this 5 here, 6 here. And now, how do we want to box this guy in? Should we just let the light cruisers possibly take a beating? So at this point, he is going to be down to a supply of 3. He has strength of 8, so he's still pretty dangerous. I think I want at least 1 destroyer here to prevent him from... Actually, I might even do something like that. Will he be able to see me from 2 away? I don't think so, right? If he's in this red mode, I think he can just avoid us, but maybe that's not true if it's a destroyer. Now, as far as this guy goes, if he tries to make a run up, we want to make sure that's blocked. So I think we'll just do this. There's no way he can get through this little honeycomb. So yeah, same kind of idea here. I'd rather block him. Let's just move him here and get this guy. There's going to be a 1 tile he can go through. If he, does that, he's just a genius. I could have moved him. Nah, it wouldn't have made a difference. I guess I might as well get this unit here. Okay, because I want to find out where the enemy are. Where is the enemy? Is this blockading it? Yeah, they're down to 9. It's actually working. So, should I get this submarine to explore for me? Just don't want to lose the ability to make it back. Okay, let's go all the way back now. Alright, no fleets there, so you're... Just check. Gotta be extra careful. We're on the way. You can just stay here. Is it like a supply thing? Supply 10, supply 9. So I think this one, I'm guessing what's going to happen with the amphibious is it'll drop by 1 supply every turn. How far did we go this turn? We started here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Shoot! Shoot, shoot, shoot! Oh, it's going to take us 2 turns. And we don't want to just park right off Wilhelmshaven. It's just, hey, hey, we're coming. Look at us. We'll probably have to move him only 3 here. Unless 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Can he go 6 and then offload? Oh, he only has 5 movement points. I mean, we could see it here. So how did he do this? 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, he started here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now I just don't. Maybe he was here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's gonna drive me nuts. I have no idea what happened. Where he was. 5 movement points. It says it. Unless that's just maybe we get some benefit from naval whatever. The naval cruise mode. Okay, well that's quite a long opening part. I think all of this is done though. Looking good. Maybe some repairs to come. Probably not on the light cruisers or the battle cruisers, but yeah, I guess the repairs we really wanted are already done. We have 2 upgraded destroyers. They were in the dockyard for repairs anyway. Might as well upgrade them. Okay, now I didn't do my like State of the Union. Yeah, west front looking very, very good. 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Yeah, if I see 1, 1, 2, which I do, just one of those is enough to make me go for it. That's because this guy has 2.36 experience. His entrenchment is 1 out of 2, so we'll probably do some attacks on with the air. And bombardment-wise, we can bombard this unit. That's it, the only one. Which will not be a good deal for us. I might need to get this guy to just move. Yeah, he can move at lost morale a little bit further and faster. Yeah, I think this cavalry will just move out. We have this other cavalry who can just respond. This guy will move back. We'll heal him completely, and we'll deploy him somewhere else. So Mulhausen is, yeah, it's going to be a tough thing to take. The cavalry here is actually a little bit weak. We might try to go for that. We do have also interceptors, so interceptors, yeah, that looks good. Let's go over here. Probably the line here stays pretty much static. We see if we can get any favorable exchanges with anyone. And I think we're going to be able to march over here. There's no unit there, according to my cavalry, who actually can... 6. I think we can do... Should we just try it? Oh, what a glorious day. What a glorious day. And what's diplomacy at? 85%? Now this 10 can make it here. Where can you make it? I'm kind of thinking of giving up Grosswardine for the... Well, not for the first time. Not for the second time. It would only be the first time. But this cavalry, I would rather him be here. Like, what if they have units in Hermannstadt? I'm so in doubt that that is the case. I'm probably not going to care. I'm just going to leave the cavalry maybe a little bit overextended. 1 turn cut off. At least he'll have action points to move, you know, back up. That's not bad. He actually gets 3 supply just from 3, 10 to 9, 6, 3. -3, -3. It's not that bad. It's really not that bad. I guess Klausenberg will regenerate as well, be back up to a 5, so that also could be the source of the 3. But even if that's gone, we still have our 3 here, which will be enough, as I said, to get the cavalry back to the road, where he can be replenished. So we're not too worried. I still want to move this cavalry down, because if I can, just because, yeah, I mean, we want to start pillaging behind the lines. That's really exciting. Okay, we already looked at this, 1, 3, and this guy's cut off, this guy's cut off. Oh my gosh, a 0-8. Holy cow. A 0-5. The Ottomans are collapsing. might as well go and scout. Nope, there's no units there. I think we just march in. I mean, this is surely the end of it. I think all I need to do is move my... If I move this unit here, that'll block off the Aeroplane pass. Or maybe I move this one here, and he blocks off the Aeroplane pass. I'm going to need somebody to defend against. I just need to protect this with zone of control. Since it's +2 movement cost, it's 3 to move in. He's going to have 3 movement points. The only thing I can do to stop him then is put 1 extra movement point by enforcing zone of control, which I can do with this 8. I know I would have wanted... Well, let's see what happens if we do this. Okay, it ended up being 0.7, and we can move off and put the zone of control. Okay, we'll do that. Oh, wow, it actually went 1-2. I'm okay with that, that's fine. But just want to make sure he can't move in. This would be... Now, we'll leave him there. We got our zone of control, which means that these units are free to do as they wish. I still think this is a fine move. Supply here would be 7, which is not bad. And really the benefit of this is I can move this unit forward. I can move this unit forward, and he's surely going to be able to eliminate that unit. As I expected. My artillery is not going to be able to move forward that much. We are sitting at... This is, I think, the limit for us. We are at 6, yeah, so this headquarters does not move at all. Yeah, it doesn't really help. This guy can't do anything unless we move him all the way here. Let's see how effective this is. Oh, goodness gracious. Oh, that was effective. We might actually want to move in. What's the supply? Look at the supply. A 6. Yeah, I think we want to move in because then I can protect... I can get this guy to just bulldog forward. He'll be in range to actually do some attacks next turn. Like 1-to-1, it's not really what I want. But we can do this. And now he's protected. Let's move in. And I don't know what we're supposed to do. So this, is it true that Batum is a 10? It's an 8. Oh, but 10 from the sea? Sorry, this is really exciting. 10, 9, 8. Oh, okay. How many movement points do you have? 3. This is only going to cost 1, so I think I can do this and then move back. Perfect. Just so I actually do open up that corridor. Now it's forest here. He will have enough movement points to move back this way. He actually will. Which means that this unit is going to have to do... Oh, wait. Mountain here, but this is clear. So 8 goes to 7, 6, 5, 4. He'll be at 4. That's not great, but it's not the worst. I don't even know if we need to stay in traps on. We can probably move back out from it. I'll give this guy in port. If I move over here, the supply line is going to be stretched all the way around, which I don't want. I think moving him here is just fine. This will exert zone of control there. I mean, I guess if I stay here where I am, even 1 turn on low supply is probably worth it to keep traps on. I think all of this is going to force a early Ottoman capitulation. What are they at? 66%, 27%, 79%. Even the Germans are below 80%. The Russians are up to 88%. We're actually gaining 93 for the Serbians. It's actually a bit low. 95 and 99. So yeah, I mean this is the cusp. I'm actually going to reach out to Agrippa and ask him if he wants to start calling this thing to a close, because you certainly don't want to do that. It kind of it's very belittling if you do it too early. Like, hey man, I just played my first pawn. I made my first move in chess, and I'm just going to beat you. So you want to surrender? It's obviously a little demeaning to do it that way. So this guy's probably just going to stay in place and heal. Yeah, I think that's going to be the case. Okay, but let me take a cut in the video here and figure out what exactly to do so we can make this a little bit faster. And, of course, make sure that my recording software is not incorrect this time. Okay, we're going to start in the south and do a few things here. We're going to attack here. I'm an idiot. I sat here and planned the exact event, which was to be bombarding first. Only took him down 1%. I think I'll just bombard this guy as well. And then I'm actually going to pull this guy off the line just to give me space to maneuver some troops around here. This guy in. Okay. First one was supposed to be an 0-2 and it went 0-1. And that was an 0-2 that went 0-2. Question is, do we want to do this attack or not? I don't know, frankly. The reason why we might not want to do it is because we can heal this unit. 146. I think it's probably better to heal the Anzacs. I don't know why I can't swap him, but I can swap him. Yeah, that's what I'll do. Oh, 1-0. Oh, we can swap these guys. I think I'll leave these guys in here. We'll just heal. Well, we'll heal this unit. 45. I'll do that later. So, yeah, we're kind of stalemated here. They are in a very, very, very bad situation, though. I mean, I did make a few adjustments. Entrench, entrench. The new unit we have has to deploy here. So, we'll deploy here. We have no choice. Still figuring out where to put those interceptors. And the next thing is just to figure out how to react to the Mediterranean. Well, part of the problem with this zone is that I'm not exactly sure how to react yet. Reason for that is that I'm not sure exactly how many points we're going to have left to spend. So I'm just going to move this battlecruiser to safety, or comparative safety. We do have an opportunity to heal this armored cruiser. We probably won't be doing that. I just want to make sure that you can heal them in a foreign port. And so that has now been confirmed. Submarine here has 0 supply, and this guy has 10, but he's short. I think we might even try to use some points to... I think getting him up to an 8, or even, honestly, even up to just a 7 is wise. Over to Serbia, which I think is mostly done. Yeah, not quite. I mean, we're going to do these attacks, continue to push on Sarajevo. Was a 1-2 that went 0-3, incredibly lucky there. And I don't want to waste any points from this 9, so I'm actually going to back this 6 up manually. And move this guy forward. 1-2. Went 1-1. So we ended up being still 1 ahead there, which is nice. Move this unit back forward so that he's ready to go for next turn. If the Belgians come in, if the Bulgarians come into the war, at least this unit didn't check Bulgaria. 71%. Yeah, we're doing fine. I think that they're not at great risk of coming in. We'll still go down here to protect Uskub and... Wait, I think Uskub is the secondary capital. Or no, it's actually Nish, which is the backup capital. So let me just protect Nish and give up Uskub in the event of a... Well, let me move here so that I have a choice. 1, 2, 3, 4. I can get there next turn. If we see that Bulgarians are really popping up, we'll do that. The 1-3 here is... I cannot pass this up. We'll probably face defensive artillery. Let's see if we can provoke that. Let's do it here so we get the defensive artillery done with. Okay, a 1-1 went 1-2, which is insane considering this is a detachment. Let's see if they still have any defensive artillery remaining. No. So a 1-3 went 2-3, but that's fine. I'm still okay with that. It's a good loss, if there is such a thing. 2-1, I think that's worth it. Okay, it ended up being a 2-0, which is, of course, not worth it. We always want to protect Belgrade with the greatest intensity, so I'm going to move this unit here and heal him just before I have a chance to do anything stupid. Now, we have a 1-3 from an undefended side over here, but we also have this 0-5 I've been talking about. I think this is the right moment for us to finally break through the lines. So I'm going to do my attack, destroy this group, and then move forward. So I'll move here just for the moment. We'll do this attack. 2 is a 3. Okay, 0-3. That's just really, really, really good. We'll bump him forward. We'll bump this guy forward. 1-3. Went 2-3, but that's fine. And I think our shift is all complete now. We actually have free reign. We can run wherever we want. I think we'll be okay. Can this unit... I don't think that they're going to abandon Sarajevo, but we'll just move up here to continue to threaten Essig, which is hopefully where we will be next turn. Can't actually make it there. So this unit is not going to be in position to do anything anyway. It's just a shame we can't finish him off. And that's probably all we need to do in Serbia. Yeah, I don't think there's anything else we need to do supply-wise. 7s, 9s, 5. Okay, he's going to be a bit weak at only 4 supply. How is he getting... No, he's going to be at 3 supply, I think. Unless we can find a way to make that better, though. So this is an 8. It drops 2 here. This is a 6. I think that's still better, though. We're actually going to move there. Now, if I move... Supply here is not... It's only an 8 because it's a 10 right now here, but... 5, 7, 5. It's a 5 if I move there. But wait, what is Belgrade? 8. So if I could get my HQ... I guess we'll just move the HQ right here for now, which should still improve supply. We check right now. It's going to be a 10 here, which means it should be a 9 there, maybe, if I'm doing the math right. Good thing is Belgrade's an 8 no matter what. This 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3 is still going to be there. 8, 6, 8, 7, 6. Wait, yeah, it's the same. 10 plus 2 plus... I assume something. I'm doing math wrong, but if I do this, is it going to be a better situation? It is. Okay, so now it should be a 4 there. It did help, but the most important thing is the next turn, if we can move this HQ a little bit further forward, we'll be in better shape. And I think that the supply on these guys is not going to be worse. It is going to be worse. Okay, well, that's fine. Sarajevo's just about to fall. And like I said, I'll probably be asking Agrippa if he wants to continue this game because the wheels are coming off. We're starting to have an easier time of it. So maybe at this point, he's not really interested in continuing the series. So keep pushing some people to the borders just to make him feel the threat. We have Italians on the border, even though it's not possible for them to come into the war. Okay, so we've done the north. We've done, I think, everywhere. Let's go ahead and see if we can find... scouting with your dreadnought is not really the ideal. So let's scout with our light cruiser. Well, we know we can go this far. He can get back to like... Oh, he can get back to port here. Okay, good. So let's let our dreadnought do the looking now. Okay, I guess we're going to attack this guy. And kill him. And we can't get back to port. So if I do this, I believe I'm able to be attacked by that unit. So we're just going to move him back as if, you know, there's no problems to do that, even though there is. And I think I'll keep my light cruiser in port, but just right here, nearby. Oh, the submarine, yes, absolutely. Let's move the submarine. Hopefully I haven't neglected the submarine. I think right here is fine. We'll be ready to do something in the next turn. We can actually put him on the Sweden line. Looks good to me. So I think we're done with everything. Done. Oh no, we got to come back to the Mediterranean mess. But I think we're done with everything except for the west and the east, you know, the two biggest things. Okay, so let's start being aggressive. Brussels, really experienced unit. I'd like to go first, but I'd also like to preserve his experience. So much so that I'm not going to have him go first. But I'm also not going to be a dummy. I'm going to have these go in escorted by my interceptors, which is pretty cool that we can do that. So let's start weakening the morale. 67-54 is readiness. 66-52. Not a whole lot of damage, but we will also use our airships against them. 66-52. Yeah, so 65-49. Some minor improvement. And now we can send you in. Yeah. Okay, got a 3. 1-3, wow. Okay, so never say that, you know, luck doesn't all work out in the end. 1-2. Ended up being a 1-2, just exactly what it was expected to be. We have one other thing, which is a 1-2, and it looks like this guy is going to crumble this turn. Now, I'm going to have to do a little bit of manipulation here to get this guy out of the way. Oh, he could have... Wait. Seems like he can move... Yeah, he can just move there, so let's just do that. Have the cavalry move in? I don't think we need to have the cavalry move in. Let's have this guy move in. Ooh, okay, so that 1-3 went 2-3, but that's fine. And although he can't move in, my cavalry can move in, or my 9. I think my 9 is a little bit better. Although my cavalry can move in 3 and actually get back out. So we can actually do an attack here if we so choose. Which I may end up doing. So we have some people, although I want to use this against the cavalry instead, but maybe it's better not to. The only unit that my artillery can reach is this unit. So my artillery is not going to be in use this turn. Just didn't plan this far ahead. I wasn't actually sure if Liege would be occupied. And frankly, showing up here and seeing this deep into the line, seeing that they do have a 2 thick defense, it's actually pretty nice to see that from the cavalry, the good scouting. So we can also do this one. We will also be escorted, which is nice. Oh, that's right. We can't do that against cavalry. Cavalry have better anti-aircraft. I'm not sure why cavalry do instead of normal corps, but kind of leads me to believe that I'm going to end up doing this. Okay, let's just do it. I didn't see what he started at, but he's now at 75-70. Let's do this attack. 2, 3, oh, it went 2-2, which is perfectly fine by in my opinion. Get this guy in here. Who now goes 2-3. All right, let's do that. Just give me the 2-3. Got the 2-3. Now we have 2-3s. Oh, it's starting to develop. Let's get this guy first. Went 1-4. They're starting to crumble. We have a 1-1. Honestly, I'm going to save that unit. Punch this guy back. Move this 10 forward. Get him to occupy. Shattered. Gone. Okay, we can move in, or we can move in with another unit who can possibly attack. This is crazy. Let's move in with the other unit which can possibly attack, because we haven't even gotten to this cavalry yet. But it looks like we do have a chance to keep pushing here. And if we're going to call this series to a close very soon, let's just keep pushing. 2-1, which was not ideal. We can actually swap this guy out, though. We'll move him back. This 9 has not moved or acted, so we'll move him in. Get this 10, which is 2-3. We'd like to see that. Got a 4. 2-4, which is even better, of course. Might be done with our attacks. Let's see. Are we going to break this guy as well? Well, there's a real chance. 2-3. Which he retreated. So it went 1-2, which is fine by me. Who can get in there? My 8 can get in there. This 8 can get in there. Yikes. I don't like 8s getting in there because they're going to get... I might even just hold the line here. Okay, this guy, he's not going to be able to attack very well, but I don't know. I think we'll leave it unoccupied. We can move in there and attack next turn, but we don't need to do that this turn. In fact, I think it's already like convincing evidence that Agrippa's losing just having done this. So we knocked out 1 unit, 2 units, 3 units. All but 1 point of this cavalry. This is just... Things are going all l'Entente's way. So I don't think we need to push anything else. Probably do want to get... This guy has to move in, I think, because... the sad justification is... We need the artillery here instead. We need the artillery here. So I think it's going to be okay to do that. This is a 6. I don't remember what this is, but it's a detachment. He's very weak. They just don't have enough forces on the line. And even if they end up attacking, I think we'll be okay. We can move in here. This will cost 3. We have 4 action points. We'll actually be able to entrench. Okay, because we're able to entrench... Ooh, a 2-3. No, but it's against a detachment. Because we're able to entrench, I'm going to do this. Not only that, but even if they reoccupy now, their entrenchment system will need to be started from scratch. We'll move in. Now we are prepared to attack 2 different units. Next turn. Well, with the 400 points, I'm pretty sure I can do this and this. What to do down here? I think I am going to swap. We're going to kind of bait them into attacking, if they so choose. I will have our... let's see, can I heal that guy? 78. That's a bit expensive, but we're going to do it. And we're going to have the cavalry ready to burst through the lines. I guess the cavalry ready to burst through the lines needs to be put up here then. So we'll have 1 unit ready to burst through the lines here, but Really, we didn't even need to reinforce him. His burst through the lines ability is not dependent on his strength, although it is nice to have a unit which has any kind of wherewithal. You know, once he gets behind the front lines to actually hold there for a bit. Let's also... Oh, we don't have a chance. Wow, yeah, we did take a lot of territory this time. 1, 2... Did we take 4 hexes? I think this one was unoccupied before, and I moved in. I probably should have moved somebody in who was going to be able to reinforce. The interceptors have done just a bang-up job, both escorting, although there hasn't been any interceptors on the other end to counter our recon bombers or our airship. But he's been helping, and he's of course been stopping their airship from functioning. To that point, I think I'll move him a little bit more north. This guy continues to do his thing. Hopefully we'll be in position to stop him. And I think that's it for the west front, which obviously was a very successful turn. And yeah, so let's move over to the eastern front. Oh yeah, we got a lot of stuff waiting. This artillery is just like, please let me in. Okay, let's see what to do here. Okay, on the eastern front, we're going to do a couple of things. I want to push and put some pressure. I want to guard my line here. I don't really need to, but this will also give me an opportunity to disrupt things further next turn. So I'm going to do this shift, move this guy here, keep that HQ there. I might end up doing this 2-2 attack because it is pretty tempting to try to knock this guy down to only 3. His morale is surprisingly good. 50% considering he's at supply of 5 and strength of 5. You would not expect him to be doing that well. We'll see if this makes any difference. In fact, I went 2-1 against him, unfortunately, which is, I mean, again, it's just not, it's quite surprising. I think I'll pull this guy off the line. Put this guy in, because the 10 is going to be able to get there, so we'll put this guy in, have him do an attack as well. Okay, finally, and we could even move in. This guy still has some movement. In fact, we can move this guy back in. I think we will just keep pushing with that. Put this guy here. We have 1-2, we have a 2-3. I think the 1-2 is what we want to take here. Oh, looks like it'll go 1-3, even better. Again, it's the beginning of the end. 1-3, this is what you'd expect against the detachment, so I'm not super interested in that. I think I'm going to actually put this 6 in first. Seems a little bit crazy because he's so low, but I want to try to preserve the other 2 units as much as possible. So we'll take the 1-3. And then most importantly, trying to eliminate him on this hit, which we have done. And didn't take a hit, which is fantastic. Get this 10 in. And he's actually going to be able to come in and entrench on the same go, which is a rarity nowadays. Our 7 can actually heal. I don't think there's any reason for us to waste him on that. So I think I'll just do that so that we're ready next turn to continue the offensive. Again, the defenses are starting to crumble. I don't want to move a 7 in. I don't want to move... I mean, the only person I'd rather want to move in is the 10, but I think I'm just going to leave that blank for now. They have a pretty solid German line here. I think we're just trying to wear them out at this point. So basically nothing is going to happen in all of the north. We want to swap these 2. I did the calculations. I think it's okay. I think the supply is going to be actually identical. Can't do an attack this turn, but we can still actually get away with a 2-3 here, which we'll take. Even if it goes 3-3, which it didn't, would have been fine. Swap. Get that guy fixed up for next turn. I don't think I'll take the 2-2. Just leave him, slowly wear them down, because again, time is on our side now. I think there was one other, yeah, right here. So now I'm not sure how far their interceptor, which last I know was in the north, I'm not sure how far he can get. By the way, do you guys have any kind of anti-air? Defense values, fighter, bomber. Yeah, you do have a defense of 1 against them. And these cores have a defense of 0. Okay, so that does explain it. We cannot just bomb that directly. So this unit is a little bit weak right now. We can actually do a 3-4 and a 2-3, so we're just going to focus all our attacks on him. Let's see if we get intercepted. We do. And he still went down, I think. So we can do the same thing. This is a 79.66. Let's try it again. 79.66. So it went down 3 more %. Just increasing our odds of success here. Oh, that's now a 2-4. Wow. Okay, well, we'll take this for sure. Defensive artillery. Oh, it went 4. Wow, it went 1-4. Well, this is definitely the beginning of the end. Ouch. Okay, well that is... We don't have cavalry or anything that can break through. I do honestly think that getting this unit through is going to be worth it, just so we can pulverize their artillery. Like, neither of these seem very promising, but we can now attack the artillery. Go 1-4. It would end up being 2-4, but that's still worth it. We might even want to shift them back here. Because I don't really want to expose this guy, although, honestly, I don't know if they are going to be able to plug the line, so it's probably the beginning of the end. Yeah. So, actually, has that kind of like broken them? 2-2. I don't think we need to push on, so I could. I think that in my mind I'm starting to run away with it, and, you know, what is it? Then overconfidence is insidious and all that, and blah blah blah, and you know, you don't want to lose, but I think we really are there. Things are starting to crumble, and yeah. So if this doesn't bring Romania in, by the way, has Netherlands moved? Okay, they have moved away from... They actually have moved away from Germany a little bit, which is good, finally. If we have anybody who's willing to put more points into Netherlands, we might as well. Okay, we can't put... Oh, we can put one more into Netherlands from France, because did one of them go away or something? Every time you invested shit, does it go away if it is successful? That, I don't know. But I thought that we had 5 in here, and now we only have 4. Even Serbia has 1, which I guess we can't spend more. We have 0 remaining. And even Russia has some available points, but yeah, again, I mean, it's all moot point. We already know what's going to happen now. Romania and even soon Netherlands will be joining. So I think that's really all we need to do. I mean, I need to do some healing on the line, but it's all over. And maybe I can convince Agrippa to play one more turn if my amphibious invasion is going to get there, but I don't think it is. Okay, so that means the only thing we have left now is to do reinforcements. Okay, well, one last area. Just want to make sure I cover this as well. Let's get my sub here. Going to pull this guy out. Pretty much just put him as far south as I can. I'm going to get this carrier in here so that he can do an attack. Can he do an attack? Doesn't look like it. Maybe they can't do a strikes from port. I'm still going to leave him there. Maybe dangle him as bait. I don't know. And then the rest of these guys are actually just going to start moving out of here. Just get him out of here. This guy over here. Maybe the light cruiser can stay, but this armored cruiser's got to go. These guys also need more supply anyways. I know that some of these units are operating on very, very low supply. This light cruiser may be worth keeping. I don't know. We'll put them here, here, and I guess... Yeah, I don't... do something like that. I have no place to put this unit. I guess we'll eventually want him to tuck over here. Swap with this unit. I don't see any reason to do this, but we'll do it anyway. There's only one unit I can repair in all of France, and that's this unit. I don't think I'm going to do that. I guess I could. The problem is his experience is going to go down to almost nothing. It's going to take away all the British ability. I probably am better off doing one more transport. This is experience of 80, so 0.8. It's not a huge amount, but I think it's worth doing as well. Let's get this guy on the road. And just lump him right next to this guy. To preserve my transport here, I am going to move this guy up here. I'm going to move this dreadnought here. Maybe here. Just as in an effort to protect my... So I need to move him... I don't think anything can come from this direction, but... I guess we'll move him there. So just to screen for the amphibious transport. We do have... I don't know. I guess... Well... Might as well. Take them down to 30, and then this guy can get up to 22. Is there anybody I need to... I probably should have been healing the unit down here first. That was a mistake, but that's okay. British are done. No reinforcement really I can do over here. Really nothing here. And then I think I'm just going to go crazy. Like, I think that this would be, if it was a long-term war, a good time to put the Russians into research mode. But since we're really not worried about that, I think I'm just going to go through and help all the frontline units. Frontline being the key word, U, number 3. These two. How are we doing now? We're down to 189. I think this is going to push us basically to limit. They're all good. And then we have a few of these guys who, okay, fine, get the benefit of a little bit extra TLC. 42, 74, that should be enough to do it. And then this guy 64, and we're down to 9. So I think that was worth it instead of, I mean, we could have done other things, but obviously we could have done other things. We're going to be okay leaving this guy a weak 5. He has high experience. I think he'll be okay to survive one turn, kind of on the front. If they do move a unit here, they're going to have to move in, lose their resting attack bonus. Attack, move out, move somebody in, attack, and it's just, I don't think they'll do it, and I don't think it would, you know, I wouldn't mind losing this unit if they end up investing all of that into it, because then we'd probably have, I'm pretty sure we'd be in really good places to counterattack if they did all that. And I don't think there's anybody else I can heal. I basically might fiddle around with some of these troops, but basically just getting everyone out of the way is mostly what I'm trying to do now. And yeah, so this has been Agrippa and I are planning to do a concluding interview stream, live stream together, where we just Q&A and talk about our experience. I think that's everything, though. I'll double check, and then I'll show us the end of the episode. Nope, last thing, where do these units go? So the fighters for Russia are going to be deployed in the front, exactly where you'd expect. So we have like counter interception going on. The UK ones have to deploy in the UK, but we'll put them close enough that they can fly across the bay. And no use for these guys in the south anymore, unless, I mean, honestly, several people suggested I try to move some forces to help the Serbians. Ironically, the Serbians don't need it. So we'll probably put this unit, where do we think we'll even need them? It would be useful somewhere around here, but I'd have to move some troops around. Like kick this guy out of Brussels or something. Yeah, the 7 is like the closest thing, but no, I can't even move him in there because that's Belgium. So I guess we will just put him down here, wait for the breakthrough. And no more new units. France has a lot of points left. So with that number of points left, I guess I will invest more in diplomacy because we have the means to do so. I actually will go to research, lacking anything better to do. And let's see. Do we want to invest in command and control? Maybe gas production? We can only do one of those two. Yeah, we're really set up for the long term here. I think I will do gas shell production. And let's see. We don't really need trench warfare, like when things are going your way. Mobility, maybe? I really just don't see it. Maybe, I suppose anti-submarine warfare wouldn't be bad here either. We can only invest 1 point in it. Tank development? A little bit too late for that, I think. I feel. This is actually going to be a problem, so let's just do this. And then we'll end the turn. Okay, let's see what happens. Hey, we blockaded. German forces surrender in Southwest Africa. Austro-Hungarian national morale falls below 25%. We have production technology development. That's not a big deal. This one just decreases the cost of future things. That's just not going to be... I mean, the industrial one is really big because it helps us, but that one is not a big deal. Infantry weapons, well, I mean, essentially it's a moot point, any of these anyway. Ooh, artillery, that's nice. And we got industrial technology too, that's insane. Italy's doing some research, infantry warfare, trench warfare, hey, that would be useful. We can actually dig in. 255, 420 for the French. I'm not sending any points to the Serbians because it doesn't matter, but okay, well, this is a really, really good episode for us. Obviously, they're just hanging on by a thread. So until the next episode, thanks for watching, and vive l'Entente!